Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I know it's been a bit. Lots of stuff has come on up. I know we were doing this to get hype for Rogue Trader, but now that it's out, it's time to finish the fight, finish what we're doing here. So thank you all for joining me on this, and let's get into painting. Alrighty then, we're back. It's focusing right? Yeah, it might be a little too bright. I got a lamp because the lighting in the last one was a little iffy, but I think it should be all good. Yeah, it looks all good. Yeah. All right, perfect. Let's get into it. Uh, got my wet palette here. I'm going to be doing somewhat of the same colors they kind of did for their box art. I might switch them up a bit. I might do my own stuff. Don't know. But let's get into what I think are some of the easier minis because I've done so many Cadian Guardsmen. I'm gonna do the Voidsmen at Arms, just because I love Voidsmen. They're so interesting. So let's get to it. I'm going to be giving these guys primarily a blue coat, gold accents, probably white trim. Thinking of like a navy peacoats, and I am going to try to carry that same style through everything. Pauldrons, I am not sure if I'm going to make them like a gold or a bronze. I'll probably make them more regal because these are Rogue Trader Voidsmen. They're not your just like standard Voidsmen at arms that you'd find on a good old, yeah, Navy ship, maybe even one of like the lower deckmen of a Space Marine cruiser. But yeah, all right. So I'm gonna give them a nice deep blue, which yeah, I'm gonna do in Cantor. I've always liked Cantor blue, um, mainly because of not of blueberries. I'm not an ultramarine fan, but I love to death knights and the. Oh man, I'm gonna feel so bad now because I can't think of their name. I'm gonna have to look this up. All right. Night House. 40K. Yes, the Questors. That one is just straight up the Emperor's Children. You can not tell me otherwise. Wow, there's actually quite a few that use purple as their color schemes. Oh my gosh, why are there always so many night houses? This doesn't help me when I'm trying to. You know what? If I think of it by the end of the video, um, you will hear about it because honestly, I am just the worst sometimes. There's so many different night houses I've painted quite a few different ones that I always forget which is which. I think it's Terran. Let me type that in real quick. House Terran. Yeah, it's House Terran. I like them because they're more. They usually have more ranged knights, and I really like that blue. It's nice and pungent. And when I first got into painting 40K back, I got back into it in winter slash like fall of 2021. I had been into miniatures for a bit before then, especially with mercs. Still love mercs. I think I ended up getting. Man, I think we got all of them, including some of the rare merc teams. But that was a really fun mini game to get into. Teams were small, very much like KillTeam, but you didn't have to be extremely good at the game. It was very friendly to new beginners, and the thing I liked about it is that since there weren't so many minis, it wasn't a horrifically daunting task. Now, don't get me wrong. I got started into 40K, not Kill Team, so that's why I went with knights. But still, that's a lot of knights. Yeah. Personally, some of my favorite knights are still the Heresy era. What is this? Not Orestes, but they just re-released them this time into actual plastic instead of resin. Man, now I gotta see if I can remember. See, I love how I remember so much about like Dark Angels and Sons of Dorn, but then as it gets to like Knights, Sarastas. There we go. Yeah. Sometimes it is just hard to remember how many things there are in 40K. Especially when that stuff is Heresy era. Because, man, oh man, you're not going to remember it. Neither will the writers. And that's okay. Because they do such a great job with the story that I don't mind if some things go into obscurity. I'm here for the ride and it's fun. Also, I am extremely excited for the lists of game coming out. I'm not sure if the new Age of Sigmar game is out yet. Man, oh man, I wish. Was it Reign of Power? The RTS one? Because that game looks like that actually looks like a lot of fun. I'm not a huge Sigmar person. I am very much my las guns and everything else in between. I still have a deep appreciation for Sigmar, and especially with the Emperor's text-to-speech device when they have their D&D campaign, and it's just Age of Sigmar. Nothing makes me happier, because that is like just peak. Yes, that is what I need. I love that so much. Alrighty then, I'll have to see if I can. Sometimes it's easy to find things, and sometimes it's not. My favorite thing is that whenever I try to remember something, I always remember like half of it first, and then the rest of it comes later. So like if I wait around a solid like minute or two, it'll come back to me. Yeah, but there's also a good chance it might not. Alrighty, then I'm trying to check Steam here. Realms of Ruin. I got close. Um, oh my gosh, this game's already out. Boy, do I look foolish. And it's already got mixed reviews? What? Alright. You know what? What we're gonna do is we're gonna start our Rogue Trader playthrough. And then on the side, I'll start doing some like Dawn of War, because Dawn of War is amazing, and doing some Realms of Ruin because I really actually wanted to play that, and I feel kind of bad that it is well, it's not looking good because man, I actually kind of excited for that, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. So what I am trying to do is not get too much blue into places that are going to become white because I have a horrific tendency of doing that and then having to go back over areas with more white later, and I hate painting white. It is some of the most frustrating stuff in the world. And does that look okay? Yeah, it looks fine. A new trick I've learned since painting while streaming is that I can watch the stream and I can get a better eye view sometimes than I can see where I'm at. And it really helps with doing like little details like this. Now we're ready then. Gonna get a little bit under here. I did a quick Zenithal, as you guys can see, but it's nothing to write home about. I wasn't doing it for contrast painting. There will be some contrast paints I use, and they'll pick up the shadow work, but I plan on going back through and doing a bit of my own shadowing with mixing in of some darker colors, doing some highlighting. My tip on my brush is just wanting to die. As all good things inevitably do when it comes to painting. I will say this is by far one of the nicest kill teams I've gotten to work with. I've painted up Hearthkin and Veteran Guardsmen. I'm working through some Kroot before I started streaming. And they're all pretty easy, you know, nothing too bad. There's still quite a few details here and there, but for the most part, pretty solid, pretty easy. Since I'm getting closer to being done with some of the bigger details, I'm going to switch over to a smaller brush. I was mainly using this one for terrain. I am in love with these Elucidian because of just how simple they were to build. Like, very few times do we get, like, a genuinely really easy build. Like, 3 sprues, and then glue it all together, and then have fun painting all of those little details. This is by far some of the easiest building And sure, a lot of the models are extremely heavily detailed. They're not like horrifically detailed. It's not like it's gonna take me ages to go through all of this. Now, sure, I am just doing tabletop ready. I'm not doing parade or anything. Um, I'm gonna do basing in a separate video. Um, Probably a stream. I don't know yet. Um, I will say I'll probably primarily be streaming here on YouTube. Um, I might do Twitch. They did change some policies recently that I'm not a little too big of a fan of, but you know, that's their own prerogative. Um, but yeah. Alrighty then. We finished up his coat, and is there anything else I want to add blue to? Not at the moment. Okay, so we'll go on to the next Voidsman and just go down the line. I like to work one color at a time because I have a, even though I have a wet palette, I have a really bad habit of letting paints dry out, um, just because I'm not using them enough, or I'm not covering them so that they do not to dry out. So I like to kind of work one color at a time, go through all of the minis, and I'll keep the rest of it out, like this little circle I'll probably keep there. And I'll use it very rarely for like touch ups, or maybe, hey, I painted all of this, but realized I actually wanted to have some more blue or green over here. I can always just get to it really easily. But for the most part, I want to use it all up first time around. And it makes me feel like since I've touched every mini with whatever color I'm using, they feel more done. It's not like, oh yeah, I finished the gunner here, but there's you know, the rogue trader, the dog, the adept rejuvenist. It feels more like I'm just doing this all one big shot. Um, yep. Alrighty then. Part of me still cannot believe that they got away with doing just one whole sprue for this army. Or warband, I should say. And I am so far really liking this blue. I think it looks nice and sharp, and especially if I do some like white and golds for the armor and some accents, it's gonna pop really nicely. So the only hard part is gonna be right there underneath the gun, and I'm sorry if the camera kind of goes in and out of focus. I have a tendency to try to pull back so I can see it better, but I know it's also not the best angle for you guys when you're watching. So yeah, sorry about that. Okay, it's still autofocusing. This camera's finicky every once in a while. It likes to go a bit rogue. So, just always like to make sure it's actually working correctly. Alrighty then. Just gonna do some little second touch-ups here on the arms. And on the little beret he has. there we go. I think that will cover him up nicely. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. A lot of less blue, or not, wow, English. Not a whole lot of blue on him. So he should be all good. Give me 1 second, I gotta go grab something. I'm back. Alright, now let's get back to this. Yeah, so we've gotten through 2 Voidsmen. We have, what, I think, a total of 5 Voidsmen? Yeah. And then we have our specials and our cannon. And then we are all good to start moving on to some other colors. And I think because, or not that I think, it's something I'm really happy about doing Rogue Traders is that they are very colorful because they are very affluent people. Fuck. I just got paint on the coat. That sucks. But they are very affluent people. I mean, they have entire dynasties and regimes. Um, they control planets and resources. Very very strong people. Um, so of course your personal soldiers gotta have some top notch gear and honestly some good colors to boot. And I think that is one of the things I love the most about these characters is that they just got some really cool art style to them, and yeah, it's gonna be fun. And I do want to say to the painting scene, I am no Squidmar or Jazza or Tabletop Time. I am trying to do the best to increase my painting skills. Um, but it's very much a slow and meticulous process, and I am very happy where my skills are at right now, and I look forward to furthering them more. These guys I am doing all with the brush. My next kill team I'm going to be doing, which I'll be doing the exaction squad. I'll be doing a lot of. I want to do some airbrush work on them, but it's also just going to be a lot of black armor, and I know I'm going to be doing a lot of edge highlighting with grays. So I'll probably be doing them with brushwork too, but I do have some. I'm gonna do a kill team of Reavers for Space Marines, and I'm going to do. Um, I was thinking of for funny, or for funsies, doing the what is it, the Tutors chapter, the Dark Angels. Are they technically Dark Angels? I believe they are. Mentors. There we go. Chapter and doing them in Reavers because since they never really deploy in full squad strength, I thought it'd be funny that they would have a kill team. Because why would they have a kill team? That just makes it 10 times funnier to me. Um, so I will be doing them soon. But probably what I'm looking at, realistically here, is I'm going to try to be doing streaming more steadily instead of my couple little pop bombs I've had, because I've gotten my gear up to spec. I've gotten more familiar with the open broadcast software, and I'm just feeling very confident and very motivated, honestly. And I want to start doing streaming probably once Monday, uh, probably like a Monday and then Friday time, and then maybe a Wednesday like painting one. Monday and Friday will probably be gaming, and I might do some pop up ones either on Saturdays or on some of the weekdays. I am on a Corporation Eve online, so there might be some defense times where we go up there. But anyways, it's going to be a lot of fun, and I look forward to doing so much more work. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. Alrighty then. I had a cat come by. The cat is now left. I would have grabbed them to show them on off. I have two cute little black cats that I love dearly. Alrighty then. Yeah, that's body armor. So that'll get some gold or maybe bronze. I don't know. I just really like the look of Retributor armor. And honestly, that says more Rogue Trader to me than bronze, because why not have your men decked out in gold or in bronze when they can be decked out in gold? So the uh, the emblem back here, I am going to paint gold and then do kind of a blue black wash over it and let that seep into the cracks so that it's, I don't want to say minimum effort, but it just looks as a nicer end product than trying to go on through and put down Cantor and then go back over with gold and then finish with a black wash. And I can just kind of achieve the results of just doing a black blue wash and then go from there. Alrighty then. Today is quite the artsy day for us. My significant other is going on out and getting a tattoo today, and I cannot wait to see how it comes out because I am dying to get either the lion or Dorn on either my arm or shoulder. That'd be fun. Um, Woo! There's somebody watching. How you doing? Thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of this. Oh, now you're gone. It's okay. I feel that way too when I watch my own content. Um, I know it's honestly it's rather hard to to get started, dare I say, streaming on YouTube only. Um, it's just not as easily discoverable as like Twitch. But at the same time, I like the atmosphere of YouTube streaming, and it is very cohesive or very nice for a new person to streaming to kind of get involved with it and really work with the controls of it. Very happy about it. I feel like the atmosphere on Twitch sometimes can be, at least for me, it was just a little off-putting. But I like YouTube. It's fun. Makes me feel like I'm actually a YouTuber. Yeah, so we are going on through. I think we are, let's see, 4 minis down. Got 6 more to go. And honestly, yeah, I'm probably still going to be putting blue on some of these people. Oh. Actually, you know what? Do I want to do that? Yeah, I might do that later. I was looking at their boot colors, and I'm not sure if I want their boots to be black or like a bit bluish, but I might put like a blue highlight on them, but still make them black. Just because I really want the blue accent to really be like just the armor or just the coat, because it's got a really nice pop to it. So how is everybody doing today? Good, good. Well, that's good. Yeah. So, one thing I will say when I was getting into painting, the kind of brush that I use now is a Kolinsky Sable. And I never realized how nice of a mini brush these things are. Like, I used to use just kind of like dollar store brushes. And they're good. They got the job done. But, oh man. Was I wrong about a brush just being a brush? These have some great tips on them. And they have such a good paint carrying capacity, and they just layer it down so nicely. You know what I am going to do? For the las pistols, I am going to give them blue receivers. Because I kind of, I like that look of the blue on the guns. I feel like it kind of breaks them up from the monotony of green, or your standard like las gun colors. Ah yes, paint straight over that. I don't need that emblem. Actually, you know, I might do this for all the las guns. I do like that blue. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Let me see how that looks with Altdorf blue. Because if it looks good with Altdorf blue, then I'm gonna do it. Of course, gotta shake up the paint. I didn't bring over my paint shaker because when I tried using it with my audio equipment, it just peaked everything out. So all you heard was just the sound of a very, very angry mixing machine. And I'd rather not hurt anybody's eardrums with just the sound of. So we're not going to do that. Oh, shout out to my one viewer. Welcome back. How you doing? Hopefully I didn't scare you off. Yeah, you're getting to watch me paint. I know it's not maybe the funnest thing in the world, but it's very relaxing to me, and I love getting to do it. And I very much like the Altdorf blue on the las guns. So, that's saying. Oh, yes, that is very pleasing. don't get me wrong, I love the like olive drab, standard Cadian green las guns, but these blue las guns are just, I don't know, it feels right. Maybe I'm biased because I love the color blue. I have no idea. Could be a really strong bias. And I know there's a lot of surfaces on this last pistol I'm going to have to fix, but that is okay because blue. Can't do anything wrong when it's blue. And if any of you guys ever want to paint along with me, or just kind of tell me about how your own painting stuff is going, that'd be, I'll go forward here. We're all friends. We're all here just to have a bit of fun. We're all here to enjoy this hobby. I'm here to enjoy KillTeam, and I love getting to do it with my friends and family. And I hopefully can translate how much I love this to all of you guys when I paint. And if you guys haven't played KillTeam, it's great. I played 40K game. Takes forever. It really just takes forever. KillTeam, I think the longest game we ever played was probably like, I don't know, maybe 3 hours? It wasn't bad. And honestly, for KillTeam games, that's not horrifically long. And we actually had a very, very decisive game. Like, it was close. It was Hearthkin versus Orcs. And I ended with a draw. And that was a great game. So if anybody's really interested in kind of the skirmish style, like KillTeam is where it's at. And of course, if you're watching this later, well, congratulations, you're in the KillTeam. Have fun. I will say I will be doing a video as soon as I get these striking scorpions. I'll be doing a video on painting and building the striking scorpions because, as I am not a huge Eldari fan, I still have to attest to them getting a model rework after, 20 years? Great sculpts. I'm extremely happy with the sculpts they're getting in the KillTeam box, but I'm honestly just more happy that they're getting an update. I want to see everything in Games Workshop's retinue get an update. The Derideo pattern Dreadnought leaving resin and actually becoming plastic is amazing. I also like how back in October they were like, yeah, we're trying to make a full Thunderhawk gunship out of plastic, and then never once mentioned it again. Or maybe I just couldn't find it again. Ooh, I always thought that was funny. I'm going to give this guy a little bit lighter of a beret. I like that color. Yeah. I know I'm going backwards a little bit. I know I said I would try to use up all the Cantor Blue, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to focus on all the Voidsmen because I'm probably going to be streaming for about an hour and a half, and we are reaching almost the halfway point, so I want to at least have some minis done before then. In worst case scenario, once I do my first playthrough or first stream of Rogue Trader, we can go back to finishing up the KillTeam. that just looks good. I love that. Like having such a nice dark navy blue jacket and then a nice bright blue shotgun is it's just perfect. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Oh, I love that. It could just be that I'm a huge fan of baby blue. Which I wouldn't call this baby blue. I like outdoors blue better. It feels so much brighter and happier. And I like that. Yeah. Oop, I forgot about the underside. I always end up doing that at some point. Get almost all the way through a build and then forget about like half of the gun because it's not normally seen. Most of my stuff I will be doing um, like on Wednesdays and Fridays. Like I said, it will probably be. I haven't fully set the time date in place. When I do, I'll probably make a post on Instagram about it and see if I can post something up on YouTube about it. It's probably going to be in the afternoon, or not well, the afternoon, but like in the evening. Probably, I'm thinking around the 7 o'clock mark, probably to like 9. Um, just having fun. And then I'm going to, once I get enough of the live streams done, I'll probably condense them all down into a video. Just kind of going over my painting or gameplay, whatever, of the live streams I'm doing at that moment. And like I said. Oh, wow. Hello. Thank you. Thank you, Elizabeth Howe. Shout out. I did not realize I actually got a subscriber. Woo! Thank you so much. Wow. Thank you. That makes me feel quite special. Um, there have been quite a few times where I was testing audio equipment or recording something for like a YouTube short or a clip. And sometimes into the air can be a little just sad. It's really nice to really it means a lot. Thank you so much. Um, thank you for staying and helping me with my crusade, and hopefully you can join me in all of my Warhammer shenanigans. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun. Yeah. Also, I've gotten to play the beta of Rogue Trader. I pre-ordered it a little bit ago, and I am super stoked to play the game with you guys. So it's either going to be tomorrow night. I plan on probably doing it tomorrow night. Will be the day of the first stream of it. I'll make sure to make a post of it so that everybody knows. I really have to get better about that. It's like the one part about doing streams and videos and other stuff that I always forget is it. You have to write descriptions and make events and plan everything. I always forget that. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm excited for it. I love the way these guys are coming on out. Alrighty then. Let's get on to. Yeah, let's do their leather straps next. Because they have quite a few leather items that I would really want to see detailed. Um, oh man, I'm not even using my little mini stand. I'm just such a poser. There we go. Now it's official. Bam, there you go. Oh, does it say Games Workshop on this one? Darn. It's not official. I lied. Oh, Marines, we got tactical pillars because these ones are fancy. Um, Man, I wish I had a tactical pillar. That would be freaking awesome. So I am. Do I want to do Garanthifer or no? I'm just gonna base them in some brown with some good old Thondia brown, and I'll use Agrax Earthshade. Wow, I am just amazing with words today. You know. Every once in a while, I start to stumble over my own words, and I honestly do not know why that happens. Thin it down a bit because it's a base. And oh my gosh, this stuff is thick. Yeah, there we go. Nice chocolatey composure. That's a little too much on the metal tip of the brush. Hey, there we go. Perfect. You know, I am going to give them brown boots. As much as I'm like, I don't like that whole Cadia look. Here, let me give them Cadian brown boots. I was thinking about it and I was like, I am just not a big fan of like black boots. Even though if you look at like any Space Marine, they're like colored on the top and then the backs are just like black. Or at least whatever color covers up their undersuits, which most people just color in black or sometimes like Admech gray. I've seen people who do like Ultramarines will sometimes use Admech gray for the underlying suit. Now, I am missing the leather straps on here. I am going to go back through and probably would have put a bit of like flesh tone and then the Agrax on there just so that it looks more like a rawhide instead of like, well, brown stained leather. I like the lighter look of leather sometimes. And just pulling this away from your guys' view, I am just ruining that. I'm so sorry. I have such a bad tendency of doing that. I recently moved my camera around and I think I moved it a little too far forward because I really like to pull it back. Let me see if I can somewhat fix that. Yeah. Oh yeah, it feels more comfortable. I can work with this. The leather straps holding the guns though, I will make these like your standard brown straps. That makes sense to me. Gee, what? Oh, that's just holding up his ammo drum. Okay. I was trying to figure out what the heck that strap was holding up. Yeah, they'll give you a nice brown beard. There we go. Yeah, looks good. Alrighty then. I think that's the brown done for him. We'll do this guy next. Once again, tactical pillar, as all feet need. How else are we supposed to get these heroic poses? I want someone to write a rule that if a character has a tactical rock, it gets like a +2 to hit. It'd be broken, but I would laugh so hard because I want to know which army has the most use of tactical rocks. And not like character added tactical rocks. This has to be like GW supply tactical rocks, which means every single Space Marine assault group is just going to utterly destroy people. Actually, that would cause a lot of people to be sour. Don't do that, Games Workshop. Even though that would be funny. Don't do that. If you guys like the videos and like the streams I do when they come on out, please do not forget to subscribe, hit the like button, turn on notifications so you guys can hear whenever I come out with a new video or a new stream. And again, really thank you to anyone who decides to hop along this journey with me. I know it's not always the funnest when somebody's just sitting here painting silently, but it really, really means the world to me that you know you guys are willing to sit here and watch me paint. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. You guys are awesome. Alrighty then. That's done. On to the next. Alrighty then. Man, I always forget how long painting takes. I am not a speed painter. I take my time. I know a lot of people have been able to perfect the sponge method of applying honestly amazing paint jobs in like seconds, especially for tabletop ready. You people are legends, and yeah, I am not so gifted. I like the sponge method, don't get me wrong, but I love the relaxing nature of just quieting your mind, taking a moment, just painting. And then you kind of think backwards and you're like, maybe this is taking a little bit too long. I have sat in my little workshop for like 4 hours once, doing nothing but painting Hearthkin. I almost finished all of them in one day. I was proud of that. But man, was that a lot of YouTube playing in the background. I'm not sure how many of you guys do that. I listen to a lot of YouTube in the background to help me get through stuff. Not sure if it's just my ADHD just loving to think about other things than what I'm actively trying to do, or what. Alrighty then. These KillTeam sculpts all look amazing. I have the team I play with currently. We have Orcs, Hearthkin, Justinian. I believe Inquisitors and Tempestus Scions all built that anyone who comes on over to play can use, and they all look amazing. I'm not sure who they hired over at GW to make some amazing pieces, but dang, they are great. Alrighty then. And whoever optimized these for putting them on the one sprue, thank you. You are a lifesaver when it comes to time. Because I do not know how much time these would have taken. You know, I had to decide all the options, go through the rules, see what I wanted. But also that's fun to do, so I love being hypocritical. That's the best thing in the world. It's not. And I just got brown right on the blue coat. You know, I love trying to be careful and then not being careful. It is like great. Alrighty then. 3 down, 2 to go. Let's get this going. think actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get all the brown down on these guys, these voidsmen, and then I think I'll be ending the stream for today. Mainly because we are at about the hour mark, and unfortunately, I'm having a bit of an issue with my Wi-Fi. It's been going on and off a bit recently, and I just noticed a bit of a spike in like latency, and I'm not sure why that happened. So I'm gonna see if I can try to fix whatever's going on. I'm probably just gonna need to have to restart the modem. That usually fixes most problems. Alrighty then. Got some nice boots on him now. And on to the captain. I'm gonna give him black shoes but brown pants. Just because he is the captain. I'm saying captain because I'm thinking of like actual guard, but probably he's just the lead voidsman. I feel so bad. I do not remember all of the names of each individual, like the Vox Master, the Void Master. There's so many different like Master Helmsmen. I think it's like the Master of the Men at Arms, or maybe he is the Man at Arms. I forget. But I want him to have more of like a, dare I say, traditional military style, because he does have a very traditional military jacket. Also, I like how it shows that this is the holster most likely for that weapon, and that weapon is massive compared to that holster. Or does he just have an empty holster for funsies? These are truly the questions that need to be answered. Because I want to know. I just realized how small this pistol holster is in comparative to the last pistol he's holding. And also it's hooked up to, no, that's just gauntlet. That's hooked up to the power cord. Alrighty then. Traditional shotgun furniture made from actual wood, because it's a rogue trader and they can be made from actual wood. Alrighty then. Let you know, I'll give him some brown hair. There we go. Alrighty then. Think we got this all painted on up. Or at least the browns and the blues, which honestly to me are the colors that are most important. Though I will give this a bit of a brown trigger, and I'll give it like a metal actual base plate. Alrighty then. Yeah, I like the way these guys are looking. So thank you so much for joining me today. I know I didn't get through more of them, but unfortunately I didn't realize something just came up that I have to go take care of, because there's always something that can go wrong or has to have something done. But I will definitely try to do a makeup stream tonight where I will probably playing. I'm going to see if I can get my fellow Crusade member to join me in a game of Darktide. And if I can, we'll be playing that here on stream. Probably try to do it for like 2 hours or something. And then it will be on to good old Rogue Trader tomorrow. So I'll be making some posts and some shout outs about it. Thank you to Elizabeth Howe for subscribing. You're awesome. And yeah, I cannot wait to see you guys in the next stream that I do. You guys really make all of this possible and awesome, and really your your wanting this, or your at least willingness to subscribe is very beloved to me. So thank you to all of you. Yeah. Next time you'll be seeing this for painting. Hopefully it will be a wider angle, and actually at my spray table where I have my airbrush, so that we can see more than just, this close. But I haven't decided yet, so I'm still working through where to mount the camera. Yeah, but overall, super excited, super awesome. Thank you all for joining me. And yeah, have a great rest of your day. Enjoy the holidays. Woo! All right, see you guys later. The stream is over.